Hey up, I'm Voxesto, and today we're just going to be doing a quick overhaul on like the skills and stuff on the character setup for Life Is Feudal MMO, which will be out like January 1st, it says on Steam. But yeah, we're just going to run through the character setup real quick, because there's a few things what are a bit hit and miss. I started a character, ended up having to start another one, because it didn't really tell me much about the stats and what they actually do. So we're going to go through it real quick. So as you can see, that I'm just going to pull all these stats down, and there's 12 and everything. Now that's race specific, whereas these salvards, or however you say it, pull all them down, and look, they favour strength and constitution. So you know, they're all each of the three races have a little bit different to them. Like these guys are agility, willpower. That's all good. That's all good. Right, so we're going to go with this guy because I'm going to be playing with a couple of my mates, and one of them's like mad Norse crazy, so we're gonna have to be the Viking type class thing. Look at that guy, he's lost an eye. Oh, one eye. Look at him, he looks a bit brute, doesn't he? Right, so we'll just go through this first before we get to the stats and that. If you've not set up a character and stuff, because it's don't look too bad really in my eyes of like character setup. You know, there's been a lot worse games out there. You know, Ark's a massively popular game and I absolutely love it, but the character creation is stupid. Oh, look at that guy, he's like got burns. Shall we have burns? I think we should have burns. Look at that, I love it. Yeah, he looks gruff, doesn't he? Gruff. Look at that haircut. Oh, well, that's not, yeah. Don't know about that. A little bit of a Noel Gallagher going on. Don't want that. What's that? That's like our mate at Game of Thrones, isn't it? What's his name? Ned Stark. We don't want to be beheaded, but yeah, we'll go with it. Right, so we ain't got much hair colour. We've got blonde, red, or even redder. We'll go with blonde, old man blonde. We've got some tattoos, all snakes. Shall we have the snakes? I think we'll have the snakes. Funny picture on his back. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's like snake, dragony type things. Does it put anything on my head though? No. Just making sure I ain't got some crazy symbol on my neck. Something going on what I shouldn't have. Something a bit weird. Yeah, he looks alright, doesn't he? He looks alright. Skin tone, 3 different settings, not a lot to pick from. We'll go for the middle one. We're seeing a bit of sun, lads. We're seeing a bit of sun. It's alright. It's gonna be alright. And then facial hair. That's a bit of a dirt lip, isn't it? We don't want that. That's a bit of a full on. Oh, here we go. Look, we've got little pigtails in the beard. Power beard or whatever they call it. What else have we got? Whoa, that's a mucky beard. He needs to run a comb through that, doesn't he? Look at that. Oh, funny. Yeah, that's an even funnier one. Right, okay. I didn't actually realise these were on here when I first set up a character. I nubbed it. I think I'll have that. Do you know what? What else is there? Meh, bit generic innit? Yeah, I'm not feeling that one. What we got as the last one? That's the same as the first one. No, not that one. We want this one. Yeah, we'll go with this one. The colour looks slightly off, don't it? Oh, look at his moustache. Look at that, look. It plats underneath and goes all the way around. I'm doing that in real life. That's my new life goal. Crazy stash what loops under your chin. I love it. Yeah, look, the colour. That colour has got to be off. It's not on that one. No, them ones are alright. Oh, well, how come it's not off on that, but it is on the, was it off? Yeah, maybe it's my eyes, maybe it's my monitor. To me, that beard looks slightly different tone to his head. Right, so basically, right, let's go through this. So, for strength, look, it actually adds extra heavier weapons can be used, extra equipment can be used. Agility is bonus movement speed, quicker cooldown on your sprint. Constitution is more health points, hard and soft, and extra stones of equipment used. Willpower is more stam, hard and soft, extra stones carried weight. And then intellect is extra skill points available, which is pretty cool. I mean, if you're going for a proper good build and you want them like super skill points, you're gonna Probably going to want to use more than what you can have as base, but I think I'm going to go for... I want some health. I want to have a good amount of health. I want to be a little bit of an all-rounder, but not too much. Because I want to... I'll show you when we get to like the crafting skills and like the battle stance or whatever later on. I'll show you what sort of build I'm going to go for. Because it don't tell you much about the other stuff as well, but I don't think I'm going to bother with extra skill points. What shall I put more points into? Maybe a little bit more agility? 15 agility? Yeah, that looks alright. Constitution can stay there, because we want the health points. Because I'm going to be a slinger and stuff like that. Right, so... Artisan, let's go through this. Artisan is literally construction, digging, carpentry, masonry, bowcraft, mining, smelting, architecture, warfare, engineering, jewellery, forging and armour smithing, so literally everything. Construction is on its own here, just so you can get a bit of, I think it's so you can get more points into it, because it is actually part of the artisan bit at the top, but I guess it just lets you have a head start so you can build stuff quicker. Nature's Law is farming, herbalism, forestry, healing, cooking, brewing, alchemy, you know, all the good stuff, we've got a bit of that. And hunting is obviously animal law, which leads to taming and breeding, tailoring, and warhorse, taming or training or whatever you do with warhorses. So we definitely want that hunting. We want to tame some stuff. And I want a little bit in everything, really. I think... Let's pull Nature's Law down, just so we've got at least 5 in them too, because, you know, then we'll have a little bit of them, and then we'll have more hunting and more artisan. Can I just give more artisan? You do need this one more than anything else, guys. Literally everything is in it. It's completely random. It's completely random. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Right, so for this stuff, you got, look, this, obviously, this is all racial specific as well. Obviously, these guys are more footmen than anything else. But as they are, cavalry is use hand and a half, sword and mount. Military is, you can use weapon, tools as weapons and flee. So you get like a flee ability. Footman is axe and a shield to start with, and then leads to, obviously, sword and board and stuff. Slinger is like obviously a sling, and then go into like crossbow and bow. And assaulter is two-handed weapons. So I want to build this so two-handed weapons and like bow, but more two-handed weapons than anything else. Obviously I can't take the points out of this footman, so we will just leave that as it is and go with that. But obviously I think slinger's going to help with the animals and being a hunter and stuff. And then assault is going to be like my main thing. I'm going to throw a couple little points into the other ones as well, just so we've got the start of it. And that looks alright. I think that's alright. So basically, once you've loaded this character up and gone into the game and had a look, you'll be able to press L on the keyboard, and then you'll be able to see exactly where all the points have been allocated and where you might have gone wrong and stuff like that, because it doesn't show you enough on here. It really doesn't. But I'm super buzzing to get started on this game. Got a few people lined up who are going to be playing it with me, and we're going to be forming a guild, because it's quite guild specific sort of stuff. So if you want to join the guild, there'll be a link in the description down below. If not, just get stuck in, enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed the quick video, hope it helped you out a bit, and we'll see you next time. Take it easy.